Okay, welcome to Benester's website, which is this. So here we see the description of where the school is found, contact to the school. So this the email address. So it could be normal Gmail or once the domain name is attached to it and configured to get a professional email address. We get to see the home page. Yes, here what's going to be sliding here, the different articles that have been written. Get to see the different staff members, yeah, whose profiles have been made public. Then we have a gallery here where we can actually see them. We click on play and then it's going to play and then move to the next staff member in that same order. So then here we get to see the blog. So when activities happen in school, write-up could be done on it and posted here, and the link probably shared to parents or to any other person on social media. I think I'll share a link too so that people get to understand what it's all about. Okay, after that, the school rules and regulations are found right here on the website, so everyone can have access to. Then contact the school, we get the contacts here. Any question, please contact us. And then there's a location here, so we're going to pin this to upstation. Hope I have the coordinates, but I'll probably try to get it online here. So when people come here, they're able to see the school. Yeah, it's going to be lovely. Let me just round up with that. Okay, then below here we get to see some of that information too. Okay. So you hit that button, you'll be calling the school directly off. For now, you see our contacts that are there, so we won't be calling the school. But the moment the school are finished doing their configuration, maybe it's going to be their Facebook page, Twitter, LinkedIn. Reach out to them on WhatsApp directly. School can create a community such that when you come to the community, you can reach out to any of the classes the school manages. Great. Okay, so we're going to go to the Bursary account. Permit me. Okay, I was in the Bursary account. Let me log out. So the Bursary is going to be given a link to the account. So in the Bursary account, they are going to get their usernames and passwords. For now, it's Bursary, then 1, 2, and they are in. So once they come in, they have access to all these functionalities, which we'll do our best to cover them in less than 30 minutes. Okay, we start with calendar. In the calendar of activities, I just put this resumption on the 9th just to do a test. Let's say I don't know how the other classes are going to go on. Let's say there's an activity in school on the 12th. So I don't know, I'll just call it an activity. Yeah, that's going to be on the 12th. I'm going to come and click here 12. Start time, maybe it's going to start at 8 in the morning, so AM, and then it probably finish on that same 8. No, click here on calendar. That's on the 12th. On the 12th, it's probably going to finish at 4 of that same day, PM. It's going to concern maybe just class 1 and class 4, and then I can choose their color. There are many colors, you can pick any, and then I add the event. So we now see an activity. That's the name of the activity. You call it whatever you want. There I come below here, I can see an activity. I see concerns classes 1 and 4. Should we go back to the website, we'll be able to go to the home page. We'll now see that so home, here's the motto of the school, and then the name of the school, the subjects, different subjects being offered in the school, and then yes, here we are. This is going to be the activity we just added, and then when we look here on the table of activities, we can actually find it here. Please, when activities have passed, you can just change the date and create another activity for it, or we actually take it out. I think we can take out, let's say, this presentation and upcoming exams. So presentation, we take it out. Upcoming exams, we take you out too. So this way, I think we should not see them. Oh, they've gone red. Okay, they have to be taken out. We'll just work on that functionality and make sure when you archive them here, we don't get to find them here. Yeah, so during the release, if you have it online, that will be taken care of. Okay, great. That was it for the calendar. You can change the activities by clicking on the pencil, permit you to edit it, give it another name and all the rest. Classes. Good. At the Bursary account, you should not be able to create classes. Great. Be able to see the different classes. You're able to manage them. So I come here, I can see for class 1, the name of the teacher. Remember, these are just um, test names we are given as such. Class 1, let's say the school fee is 120,000. Yeah, just put any figure there. No, not any figure, the actual fee for the school. Yeah, for that class. Great. After we see this class list, so sorry, these are different classes that are highlighted here. Once this button is green and you see class on it, see class list. So if I click on this, it's going to produce the class list for class 1. I think we clicked on class 1. Yeah, it should produce a class list for class 1. Good, here's the class list. So it tells us these are the people in class 1. We can modify that information because they are students, as we're going to see under the student module here. We can modify the information, or we can even create new students. So here we get to see the name of the student, their gender, their parents' name, the parents' contact, where they stay, and then at any point in time we can check on the status of the child, financial status, what have they contributed in school and all of that. So we're going to leave this page like this. We can print out this class list. We are clicking on this button, print data. It should be able to print us just the class list. Yes, it's going to take it here for printing. Okay, cool. Why is taking it there for printing? We'll get back to it. So when we go below here, we get to see a summary of the entire school. Like for class 1, here's the teacher, mathematics. It's not very different from here. Class 1, mathematics. Here's the fee. But now we get to see more information. We get to see how many people are in that class. There are 3 people in that class. If the school fee is 120,000 francs, how much is expected from that class? We get to see all that information. Yeah, then here you can see generate the class list. That class is taking forever. Oh, it's probably trying to print it in PDF. Okay, let's leave it while it keeps trying to do that. Okay, so that was it for classes. Now we'll come to pictures. Here we just get pictures for the different students. Students and staff members. So all pictures usually come back from here. Let me see if I have any pictures on the machine. Pictures. I can't find a picture. Okay, I can find this lady. Okay, I'll probably say this is we have English, mathematics, French. Probably this is a teacher for French. We just give the name, can call it anything. Cool, you see here's the teacher. Great. Okay, this one has finished. So here's our class list. Our class list has finished loading and we can see it here. Your class list comes with the sequences too. You just found it. It would have been odd if the class list just came up with no other field at the side. We can take off the sequences. The sequences can still remain. It's so fine. So that was for photos. Now we come to subjects. For subjects, in the primary, maths occurs 4 times, English 3 times, national languages 2 times, French 2, 3. So all of that made we had to restructure it such that this is like the main subject, mathematics. And now when I come to subjects here, I can find, when I try to manage the subjects, I find that they come in their categories. This math orals. Let me put them in alphabetical order. I find math orals, math practicals, math attitude. You see, all of them belong to the category math. National language belong to that category. This is very necessary for report cards. We're going to that. Okay, so here we get to add the subject. We get to choose in which order should the subject appear on the report card. We determine it from here. So you see, they have some orders here. These are going to appear on the report card based on this order. Okay, then we proceed here. We see the subject type. Remember the categories we just saw. Here you get to choose a category for that particular section of the subject, right? This one, don't bother. It has to be history. You can go ahead and modify that. Okay, so you just click on the pencil to modify the subject. So probably this was geography. Do you have geography already? We can just type geography. Oh, we have written, practicals, orals. Let's say this attitude. Attitude. Okay, we update. So now, okay. What happened? Let me see. Okay. So this update functionality. Let me see. Geography. Okay, it wasn't loaded. Okay, let me quickly write that down. That's supposed to be looked into immediately. Okay, so that's it for subjects. Then now we go to subjects. That's for subject management. Good. Then next we now go to students. In students, we can go ahead and see their statistics. This for report cards. Good. That's not what's interesting now. What's interesting now is going to be for the students their registration. So for their registration here, this will create new students. So I think it's going to be so much work. So here to create a new student, let's just create student D. Because so far I've seen we have student A, B, C, and these are students that have been created so far. Students or pupils, I think it's the same thing. Yeah, this here we get a class list in terms of summary of the class. For each class, how many pupils are there registered? So let me add for class 2 and I see this is going to go to 2. So student D is a female. She was born, when are people born these days? 2018. I hope it's okay. I hope it's okay. No, that's 6 years old. Okay, still fine. Remember the French picture we gave? We give it to student D. Our password, just put 1. These are all test accounts, please. So we say Papa French. This is a parent to the French student. 6757311. Okay. Then the parent, where do they live? They live at Hot. I hope that thing is hot. Is it Hop Spot? Hop Spot. Maybe. Oops. Hop Spot. Great. Then I choose student D is going to class 2. So automatically this should switch to 2 because there will now be 2 pupils in this class. Okay, let's see, and then this should go to 7 because now we'll be having 7 pupils. So add the student. Great. Let's see if that's well. Okay, cool. So now I have 2 pupils in class 2. These are like class masters, please. These are class masters. Or class teachers maybe. Okay, when we come down here, where is student D? Great, here's student D. Student D has been added. We can go and modify student D as we wish. Okay, let's leave it for students. We've seen both. We have not, remember registration. Oops, registration. Where is registration? Registration. No, yeah, for report cards. We're coming back to you. We're coming back for report cards because teachers must fill the marks first. But there's some test data here that will permit us generate these report cards. So let's look at payments. Great. We'll come to category first for payments, and then you can choose what the students are expected to give or collect from school. You can actually have them there, and whenever they collect, you actually fill in their names. So here we have decided, let's say room of papers. So we now go back to payments. We come to management of payments. We say this student D, we just, by the way, let's see something. Where is student D? Student D. It's as simple as coming here and clicking here. I will come to student D here. Remember, student D is a new pupil. We click on this button. It's going to show us like an update of student D. See this student D. Serial number. They all need to have serial number. This is just not an email. Now no number, no problem. We have all of that. This is when they were born, 2018. They have not paid any fee yet. They have not collected anything. Let's say student D. These things are overriding some other things I'm doing. I'll come back to payments. I'll come to management of payments. Okay, let's say student D payments. I come to management. I come here, I choose student D, and I decide that student D brought room of papers, brought 2. Maybe everyone should bring. No, let's say she brought 1 first. We add. So come here and refresh. You see, nothing has been given. So when we refresh, we see, hey, student D bought a room of papers. You can actually see it here. Student D bought 1. If they were to bring 2, student D has been told that, oh, you bought just 1. Make sure you go and bring the other one. We'll record the first one. Later on, you go and bring 1 again, and they give. I'll go back to student D's report. When we refresh, we'll see that student D has brought 2 room of papers and the different dates at which they brought it. They're all here. So let's say during that day, student D came and said, I brought my broom too. There to bring two. I brought two and good. Refresh here. We're going to see the broom and everything. Pack of papers, broom, everything. Student Z gets to be here. Whereas this other part is going to be school fee. Student Z hasn't paid anything for the school fee yet. So student Z decides to go and where's payment here. Let's say student Z actually paid part of the money and that for the uniform was deducted. So student Z can equally still come here. This is the bursary, remember, and come to uniform. School uniform. Yeah, good. If a pair of uniform is, I don't know, is it 20, 25, let's say 25,000, and this student decides to take two, that's going to be 50,000. 50,000 is not going to be written here, but rather two, and then it's going to be pay now. So here you'll be able to tell that they've taken two uniforms. This is because for money, the system is managing just school fee. If there is need to put the school uniform in its own category, so we can look at that. But at the moment, we decide to keep that one out. So at the same time, student Z, the new pupil decide to give an advance of 75,000 francs for the school fee. So they can click on pay now, and we'll come and refresh their status. We'll see that student Z has paid 75,000, but their school fee is 125,000, so 50,000 francs is left. And after a while, student Z came again and gave 15,000. Say, okay, they had 15,000 they paid in the bank, and then they came and was registered 15,000. Click on pay now. I will come refresh. We see now that 15 plus 75, that's 90,000 has been paid. 35,000 is left, right? And you can see when different amounts were being paid. Okay, that's it for the bursary account. That was it with students. That was it with payment. Now personnel. At the level of the bursary account, you don't create accounts for the personnel. You simply modify the accounts. The accounts have been created by an administrator. So this is maths, like a maths teacher. If there's something to change, maybe it was not well spelled, you can click on the pencil icon. You'll be able to change that, change the subjects to. Maybe this will come in handy when some teachers forget their passwords. Rather than disturbing administration, they can get to the bursar directly, and then you click on the pencil, and then you come and change your password here and put a new password and tell them a new password is this. They try it and see if it works. Yes. So we're not going to be touching anything here. So that's it for personnel. Just filling personnel. You come in, you're able to know who is who and who is on the system. After personnel, we now have exams. So we have exam category. These are simply the different sequences that are run in the school. First sequence, third, fourth. This is going to help the teachers fill in their marks. So I'll let this be and come directly for a report card. Good. Report card, remember, is the same thing we had here from students. From students, you can go directly to statistics and report cards. And when we come here, you're supposed to choose, I want to generate report cards for which class. I'll come here and choose class 1, for instance. This is because I've loaded data. We loaded data for class 1 already. We did a test. We did 3 pupils. Remember, there was something shared in the group. So we had 3 samples, pupils, student A, student B, student C. Here they are. We decided to go for 4 subjects: mathematics, English, French, and national language. For each of these subjects, they were being given marks for the first and second sequences, and then these marks were averaged, and we had them here at the end. For each subject, the average was gotten 2. When the averages were gotten, the total averages were gotten here, and the average of the averages was equally gotten here. This was done for the first term, the second term, the third term, and then annual average too was calculated here, and we ended up with this. Yes. So total of averages, average of averages. So we think that this is how it's been done. So we equally send this to the group so that it could be reviewed by the teachers there, should in case there's any issue. And then in the same light, we actually rebuild all of this Excel. We have to rebuild all of this so that it works in the same way as Excel, and at the end it's actually working. So you see student A has a total mark of 99 with an average of 24.75. Student B total mark of 110.5 with an average of 27.63. While student C total mark of 103 and average of 25.75. Now let's see if this ties with what we'll get here. So marks will fill just for the first and second sequence for the test. So when I click for first and second sequence, I get Benesta. Oh, we're waiting for the logo and what should be written on the letterhead, so we can change it from this. Yeah, great. So here we get to see the different subjects. If there are 10 students, 50, we'll get to see each student as such. So here's the mark sheet. On the mark sheet, you see for each subject, this is the score they got. Yeah, for each of those sub-subjects. Then cool. Okay, let's pull up back our Excel sheet. For people A, please remember, student A, student B, student C, right? Okay, so if I come here, student A had a total of 99, good. With an average of 24.75, great. People B, 110.5, average of 27.63, great. Remember, this is only for the first time, huh? While people C 103.25.75. So and then the total average is oh, we did not get the total average here, but the mark sheet it gets the total averages and then gets the average of averages too. So here are all the marks and everything. This mark sheet is usually used for class councils. I don't know if primary schools do that too, but I'll tell you why to have it. Then the minimum average is here, the maximum average is here. Now time for report cards. If I need student A's report card, I simply see this link, I click on it, boom, and it's going to generate a report card here. So while it's generating a report card, I'll pull up the report card 2 for pupil 1, and then we're going to compare just to see if it's exactly the same thing, because it should be the same thing. Yeah. Okay, while it's still taking time and to load that report card here, because it's going to load it as a PDF file, so it consumes a lot. Let's look at the website. So managing the website, we have the blog. On the blog here, we get to pick images from here. You add more images here and you write blog articles. After you've added the image, you come and choose management of your blog. You write your article here. You can write the copy and paste here. Put the title. Pick that picture you just added a while ago. Give a date to your article, and the article is gone. Then you click on add blog. It's going to get added here. So you see when I click here, I get to see that content. I click, I get to see that content. I see the picture. So these are these pictures that have been sliding on the home page here. Yeah, these pictures. There should be 3 of them. Yeah, then they'll keep repeating. So these pictures, you can equally have access to them when it comes to blog. So on the home page, you see only 3. You keep circulating here. These 3, you can equally find them at the end down here. Blog. Yes. Whereas if you come and click on blog, you get to see more. If you are more, you get to see all of them. Great. Our stuff has finished. Our podcast has finished loading. We're getting back to it. Let's just finish with this. So after managing the blog, this is where the terms and conditions are. You can come and modify it again. Yeah, at any time if you modify, click on update terms and conditions. Yeah, terms and conditions or schools and regulations, same thing. When I click on view here, it opens up the site instantly. Yeah, so it opens up the site so that I can go through the site. So here's a report card for student A. Now let's get to compare some of these marks and see if they really tie. Okay, oops, no. Great. So oops, here's a report card. So for pupil A, we get to see this. So English, the total average was 27.5. So I have to look here and make sure it's the same thing. Oops. Wow. Okay, it was 27.5. Where is it? English is 27.5. So now come here, look for English. English 27.5, great. Mathematics 23.5. Mathematics 23.5, great. French 32. French 32, great. That's the average for entire French. And the national languages 16, great. So the total mark is 99. Total mark is 99. Student average here is 24.75, 24.75. Oh, it's great. Yeah, student pupil A was the third, because if we come here and we do this, just see, we get the 2 sequences and we get the class. On launch, we realize here that when we get the averages, this 24, which is the smallest. These other people are ahead of them. So we get to see that it gets the class average 26.04. Oh, here we do not calculate the class average, but let's see, we calculated it here. 26.04, great. Yeah, so the system is actually going to do a lot. It does a lot. Yeah, then the principal just stamps here, and then the sign, signature. Yeah, part of that could be digitalized too, just like have it this the digital stamp and everything here. But it would be good to actually do that manually. So that is what we get. So the teacher's name comes here. Yeah, automatically name was filled in the system. The remark. So we really need to know from this mark to this mark what's the remark. From this mark to this mark what's the remark. Yes, need to know all of that. Okay, great. That's it for website. What's left? After terms and conditions, we can view then settings. In settings here, we get to change the name of the school for add with Benestas. Now it's not Benestas, right? If I go and update, you now see Benestas. It's not Benestas, it's Benesta. So I just come here and I remove the S and I go down and update. If I want to change the logo, remember you're having this white logo here. If you want to change it, this way you change it. If you want to change the motto, you put the motto of your school, you put it there. Contact email, it's a professional email you put. If it's not a professional email, you can still put. Contacts to the school, there's all the information you find on the website, links to social media networks, where the school is found, obsession, all of that you modify it from here. Great, so that's the end of the bursary account. You please go through, do several tests, create accounts for these teachers that are going to be trying it out by themselves. If you have any issue, drop it in the group. Okay, on that I'll say thank you.